Hello YouTube. This is one of my shorter interim videos. So when I do my numbered main videos, which are my daily work videos, I'll start off with the Yo-Yo YouTube as my little starting off point. But for these videos, it'll just be my usual sensible Hello YouTube start. This is just a quick video which I do every year in May, which is the anniversary of me starting YouTube. And it's entitled Please Like and Unsubscribe. And that's because this is my chance to ask you, if you don't value the content and don't like this anymore, which is a perfectly reasonable position to have, then please feel free, if you are a subscriber, to just do the unsubscribe button and come off that list. I've got in the region of 430 subscribers at the moment, and I think that's an amazing number of people that I regard as being silent supporters of me. The way that I see my subscriber base is it's people that support me and what I do and how I do it, and that is usually just done by watching a video or subscribing to my channel, and maybe even doing a like, or maybe even going as far as making a comment. So all of those actions, those 4 actions that you can do, I regard them all as being a supportive gesture, and I really appreciate that. However, I'm aware that over time, this can get a bit repetitive, or it can be a bit samey, and maybe one's interests change. So if you have come to the point where this isn't really of interest for you anymore, or you don't feel you are a supporter of me or what I do, then it's probably a good idea to unsubscribe and not worry about this channel anymore, or not engage. I'm not in this as a numbers game. I'm not in this to try and monetize this channel. This channel gives me a lot more than those things could do, and it's a sense of community. And for someone with my personality and my brain, having a group of so many silent supporters is an amazing thing to have. I never thought I'd get anywhere near 100 subscribers. The fact that I'm 4 times that is unbelievable. So please, if you no longer think you fit into that category of someone who supports me or the way I do my videos, I absolutely would understand and wish that you would unsubscribe, and no hard feelings at all, and actually I would respect anyone's decision to do that. I'm very fortunate now. I've been on this channel for 2 years, and I've now got what I regard as being a very supportive community. And the reason why I call you silent supporters is that most of you don't actually engage with me, and I'm absolutely fine with that. I have a measure of the number of views I get. I don't know if this is people viewing the whole video or just parts of it. I can never tell, but I have it in the region of 250 to 300 views for most of my videos. So not all the people that are subscribed view every video anyway, but there's a level of support there with the number of views, and the level of support there with the comments that I get, that is really positive, and I really want to maintain and foster that community. I don't really even get much trolling nowadays. I used to get more of it in the first year. The worst I get now, and I wouldn't call this trolling, is people who are kind of new to my channel saying you haven't included van depreciation, or you do too many dead miles, or XYZ. And I don't get much of that. And I think that that's because they haven't actually seen all my videos, because I have addressed my business costs in a very clear video, and by the time you see this, that video that I'm referring to will be pinned to the top of my my channel, so anybody can look at that as a go-to video to show what my business costs are. And I know, because of the way that I work, that roughly speaking, for every week I need to pay £315 to cover my business costs. That would include everything except for fuel. And the reason why I don't include fuel is because in my daily videos I always take account of my earnings net of my fuel costs, which are calculated in a reasonably accurate manner. So if you take into account the videos about my net earnings each day or each week, and then if you also know that I've take off £315 sort of in theory from that figure before I earn any money for myself, then I've covered all the bases when it comes to the finances. The only other expense that I have never really covered is my personal income tax. The reason why I don't cover that is it's such a variable concept. Because I have a limited company, a lot of my taxation is as a corporation tax through my company. But as an individual, we all have different personal allowances for our personal tax. We all have different ways of structuring our income. And so the only sensible thing is to know what your own personal tax liability is. It is absolutely pointless trying to compare what you're going to pay in personal tax to anybody else. This is really just a video to ask you to unsubscribe if you don't feel you're now part of this community, and I won't have any judgments or any problems with that. And obviously if you are still wanting to be a member of this community and engage, please do. And if you feel like it, if you want to, if you really think it's worth it, you can do a like on this video if you want, but I don't think I care. Bless you all. Farewell, friends.